Good morning, everybody. We are currently at the Jupiter Inlet. It is Friday, November 11th, and we are catching the sunrise here, as you can see. Some surfers are out there trying to catch the waves, but there aren't very many waves today. There's not very many big ones that they can ride. The inlet itself is actually over there on the left, and you can see there are several other sun watchers, but not very many this morning. And here we go. Still too small. Since we walked out to the on the Port Pierce Inlet, I thought we should go ahead and walk out on the Jupiter Inlet. As you can see, it's a much smaller inlet than the Port Pierce Inlet. This seawall here that they put up, see how it has the sand coming all the way up here? Water used to come up here. So the sand has been pushed up onto the beach, because this used to drop down about 2 or 3 feet when I was last here. And water used to come up all the way up here. So the hurricane changed things around quite a bit over here at the Jupiter Inlet. Isn't this just like an awesome view here? Sun's coming up over the inlet. I don't know if that's boat fishing or what out there. Surfers are trying to surf and they aren't catching any waves, but they're still trying. And we are going to walk onto the inlet. Here we are. Good morning. Dangerous area, remain on the causeway. You can see this particular jetty here has metal beams here to guard it. In the water, you can see how the water's wet here because it actually hits and splashes over. Hope it doesn't get me wet here. I think the Jupiter Inlet is one of the most dangerous ones in Florida, if I'm not mistaken. Listen to that water, you can hear it hitting. Isn't this like an awesome view here? Hear that water? Water's not as clear as I remember it. I don't know. Hey, look at that crane. Hello, crane. Isn't that pretty? Alright, we continue our walk. You can see water's washed up here. Oh, jetty's paved here, but water does come up. It's very rough typically around here. And a lot of people trying to fish out here at the end. I'm taking a picture. And this is the inlet itself. And if we look in over in the distance there, I'm gonna try to zoom in here if I can. You can see the Jupiter Lighthouse. Right there at the Jupiter Lighthouse. Looks like a charter fishing boat going out there. And water hitting all around us. I think he caught something. Looks like he caught something. Let's see what he caught. Woohoo! Uh-oh. Came up, but now it's getting kind of stuck in the rocks. Got it. There it is. Woohoo! Awesome. Awesome job. So, as you can see, there's pretty good fishing out here at the inlet. Little pelican there waiting to try to steal something. See all sorts of people out here fishing, and the birds trying to get what little scraps they can. All right.
Get yours too.
There's a good time. And we are actually at the very tip of the jetty. The water is so rough today. And we have a pelican. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Jupiter Inlet. Well, the jetty. The inlet's over there, where the water goes in. But this is the jetty for the inlet. You know, these pelicans can turn their heads like a full 180 degrees, pretty much. Maybe he'll get his head turned again here in a minute. It's pretty cool, actually. You can see the water's a little bit calmer here. You can actually see into the water when it's calm here. At least when how I remembered it, the water was a lot clearer. It was like you could see all the fish and stuff swimming under there. It's like you can see some of the fish here. I don't know if you see those black shapes moving in the water, but these are kind of small. Sometimes you can see like 6, 7, 8, 12 inches, you know, the fish that are that size swimming around in there. So right now we're at the mouth of the inlet, and you can see, I think it's low tide, or tide's starting to shift back out, because it looks like the ocean is pushing in, but it looks like the inlet water is flowing out. I was over parked by the Dubois Park, by the water, by the Jupiter River, and it was very high tide, like the highest I've seen it. Here comes a little pontoon boat. I don't know if that's kind of pontoon. No, I don't think that's a pontoon. It's called catamaran. So let's continue our walk out. A few years back, this area lost 2 young boys. I think they're local boys that took a boat out and they never came back. I think a few months later they found the boat, you know, washed up somewhere, but they never did find those 2 kids. Some more boats going out into the ocean. In a boat. Alright, let's head over to Dubois Park and take a look, and then maybe film some segments, and then I might just chill, have breakfast, and go for a float down the river or something. I had talked about those 2 missing boys. They apparently put up a plaque here for those two now. Used to be a little makeshift shrine that they made, but now it's here. It says Austin Stephanos and Perry Cohen. Those are the two boys. We are tied to the ocean, and when we go back to the sea, whether it is to sail or to watch, we are going back from where we came. So this was a local tragedy that occurred a few years ago. I think the boys were like 14, 15, maybe 16. I think about 14 or 15 years old.